Directing traffic this morning, and the bulletins out and the trapping of flowers arranged into our basket this morning. So thank you, Steve, for that. And it's so nice to see everyone here this morning. I was cutting flowers in our wet back field, some lupin for the altar, at 6:30 this morning at 41 degrees. That is unprecedented for a flower community service. Opening words this morning are by poet Mary Oliver, titled, "When the Roses Speak, I Pay Attention." Eternity is not later or in any unfindable place. It is right here. Roses, roses, lupin, roses. And the roses say, as long as we are able to be extravagant, we will be hugely and damply extravagant. Then we will drop foil by foil to the ground. This is our unalterable task, and we do it joyfully. Their fragrance, all the while rising from their blind, soft bodies, making me spin with joy. So for our moment of centering silence this morning, let us pause on this day of flowers. Let us take a moment, look around, and enjoy the flowers that surround us in this space today. May they spin you with joy. We're going to strike our singing bowl this morning. Please breathe and breathe deeply and enjoy the flowers. I'm going to ask Brenda to come and light our chalice for us this morning. We're trying to find jobs this morning for all the new members joining our congregation. We light the chalice today for the joy of flowers and for the inner garden of flowers that flourishes in the hearts of each of us this morning. During our opening hymn, we are going to bring flowers that we brought for today's service, fresh cut flowers in the communion basket, and we're going to bring those down front on the altar this morning. But let us stand. It was opening hymn number 29, and we're going to stand as you are able and sing all verses of Joyful, Joyful, We Adore You. take a photograph of these this morning with a camera and send it to the church. You don't need to get me.
Too bad.
I don't wear this tie very often. Okay.
You're a flower, Dave.
In this season approaching the early days of summer, may we feel the natural inclination to grow and flower and reach toward the sun. Even on rainy and unseasonable cool days, such as we have today, may we be assured that the warmth and sunshine will return. Let us light candles this morning for both the joys and the challenges, the clouds and the sunshine experienced in our lives together. I'm going to start off by lighting two. This first candle is for the tragic train wreck this weekend in India. Over 200 people lost in the crash and over 900 injured. So our hearts are with them today. Prayers for families and so many people affected by that tragic event. This is a happier candle. It is one of appreciation to the blockers who are hosting today's barbecue, cookout, and picnic after today's flower communion service. I know Mary and Marion have been working on this for weeks, getting it ready. And Marion said the barn will work if it's a hot day or if it's a rainy day. The barn should work well both ways. So I want to thank you for the blockers. And Mary was here this morning for hosting that party for all of us today.
Lee is lighting a candle for me today. Because my foot is almost totally healed. I don't have to be wearing the big clunky boot at this point, as long as it stays healed. And I would have come up to light a candle myself, but I would have gotten really nasty looks from Lee if I did.
He tries to do too much too fast, and that's his problem. But I try to keep him. He can get up and walk around, but not all the time.
Short distances.
Kindles for everything as usual. I don't like Mike. It's always been something I never liked doing. I have stage fright. So talking to that gives me stage fright. Grandma's got bad news. She doesn't want me saying what it is because she doesn't want her kids to know. It's about her daughter in Florida, so we need to pray for her. That's part of it. My dogs are getting up there in age. They're going to be 13 in August. You know how all dogs get old and what happens. And I know my dogs are getting older, and it's weighing on my heart because I know their time is limited. And my man, little dog, he's showing his age So we kind of need to pray that he learns not to go near the hills when they play in the yard. Especially now that I work at a new landlord. He's building houses and he's using our driveway plus the other driveway. And he doesn't realize they don't slow down when they come in. They just automatically zoom through. So. And I'm happy to be here with my other half as always.
All right, I want to light this candle for all the kitties in the world. May they always have a good home again. May they be always be happy and content with the fishies they get. Amen.
At the beginning of June, I thought it was reasonable to light a candle for pride and also for gratitude. I am grateful that I have lived through the decades where being LGBTQ, we have gained access to the civil liberties that everyone assumes. And we have been able to live almost assuming those things. We didn't get here by ourselves. We got here with the help of allies, and I've certainly realized it coming to this church and being among Unitarians and so many others. I want to also say gratitude to our allies. There's noise circulating, particularly out of the election year coming up, and it seems that the LGBT community is being used as a bridge in many places. So I also want to say, I think all of us who are LGBTQ, who are allies, can no longer just live with assumptions that everything is okay. So we need to be strong, and I just want everyone to know how grateful I feel for the allies and the time I have lived in.
And in these times of peril, it was joy to be there.
I'm going to use my public speaking voice. I have a whole lot to be grateful for, a whole lot of just awesome things happening in my life and our lives and here as a community, here at Boely. There's just a lot of forward momentum, growth, positivity, like the summer's here, we're coming together. I just want to say I'm very grateful to have all of you as friends and to be building that relationship of community and family, regardless of where you're at or blood or all that kind of stuff. I just love you guys. So that's one. And then the second one is for Phoebe. She's my youngest daughter. She turns 7 on Tuesday. And she is super sweet and loving and kind and just a wonderful little girl. And I'm just very grateful for her as well. So I have 2 gratitudes.
I think we need to sing.
I think
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
this silent candle for any unspoken prayers and concerns this morning. We'll get a chance to share more of those during the picnic today. But this candle contains positive energy and carries forward those thoughts that we're not able to articulate now, but perhaps we can later this afternoon. And any names that you'd like to bring into today's flower communion service, we will say a prayer and include them in our circle of compassion in just a moment.
Cricket for the national kids.
Eliot, who's graduating.
For these concerns and those names mentioned this morning, we hold them in the light of love and compassion. May our group energy benefit all beings far and wide. May we be one in spirit this hour as we remember all these persons to whom we are connected and for whom we care. We pray that all may find wholeness, contentment, healing, and peace. Blessed are we all on this day. Amen. And blessed be. It's a delight to have Nick Foster here today. You've seen him at coffee houses downstairs and with herding unicorns up here for a sanctuary concert last summer. But it's nice to have Nick as a soloist today for Flower Communion. He's going to be doing two numbers in today's service. Neither one of them have any English involved. So, Nick and Leo.
This is Rev d'Amour by Gabrielle Fauré, text by Victor Hugo, the poetic translation. If there is a lovely lawn watered by the sky, wherein every season is born some blossoming flower, where one gathers freely lily, woodbine, and jasmine, there I want to make a path for your feet to tread. If there is a loving breast wherein honor dwells, where a tender devotion never is morose, if this noble breast always beats for a worthy aim, I will make of it the pillow where your head can rest. If there is a dream of love, where the scent of roses, where one finds every day something that is sweet, a dream blessed by the Lord, where two souls unite, oh, I will make of it the nest where your heart will rest.
Charmant gazon,
In today's service, we're welcoming new members today, and we also have a child dedication to go along with our flower communion. So it is a packed service. So I'm going to ask Dale, our new moderator, to assist me in this ceremony. I have a script for you. And I'd like to invite down the 6 new members who are joining us today. And again, we have not rehearsed this ceremony. We're going to arrange ourselves down front by the altar. The 6 people who are joining us, you know who you are. As Unitarian and Universalists, we are oftentimes skeptical of organizations, yet we associate together and aspire to assist each other in the pursuit of these high ideals. No one is going to do it for us, but perhaps we can help each other out along the way. So what we're going to do first, well, there's 6 candles on the table. We're going to take this candle. Jim, you're going to start. And lighting each one of these candles, I know we're short one candle. And we'll put that in the candles of joy and concern. Dan, that's going to be your candle. Take one from the basket and light it in candles of joy and concern. I'm going to read a few things while the 7 of you get all 7 candles lit. This is a symbol of your intent to join us here as part of our new Holton. So, Jim, go ahead and get started. You transfer the flame from the chalice to the first candle. And while they are doing that, we'll see how quickly they can. Each one's going to be receiving a welcoming card from a church, and there's 2 alternate kind of welcome messages in this. And I'm just going to read those to give you kind of a flavor for what this entails. There's an Emerson quote saying, "Beauty is its own excuse for being." And it ties into the flower arrangement, bouquet image. And this is a message from the minister. We would like to welcome you as a member of our religious community. This is not a perfect place, but we are trying to make it a good place to be. We all need the consistent love and the support we can offer to each other. We are so glad that you joined us. And the alternate message, we would like to welcome you as a member of our religious community at UU Holton. We hope this becomes a place where you can investigate the wonder of our universe and the depth of your soul. Love is all is love. We are so glad that you have joined us. What an innovative group. Just like that, we're going to turn around. There are now 7 candles with identical 7 candle holders. Okay. So Dale, we have words of welcome for the 7 new members. And Dale and I are going to go back and forth on this script. I will start. We are grateful for each of you that you found your way here and that you've decided to make a commitment to this faith community.
We hope that as a member of this church, you will allow yourselves to know and to be known, to minister to and to be ministered unto, to love and to be loved by this congregation.
In the bonds of fellowship and love, we unite to cultivate experience.
To promote spiritual growth and ethical commitment, to minister to each other's needs and to those of humanity.
To celebrate sacred moments of life's passage and honor the holiness at the heart of being. And in your bulletin, you will find a congregational response. And this is your cue for a welcoming statement if you find it. And when you're ready, I'll give you the signal. Okay. We welcome you with joy and open wide the circle of our community. We're going to say it again a little bit louder. We welcome you with joy and open wide the circle of our community. We have gifts for you. So, Dale, you go down on the end. One of the National Press Club traditions from years ago at NPR, every speaker who appeared on National Press Club would receive an official National Press Club coffee mug. So here, with our dedication to hot beverages, we have a travel mug. This is from the Cup Cafe downstairs. For your travels, your spiritual journey, and up and down the highway. coffee mug. We also have official membership cards from the traditional name, the Unitarian Society of Holton. That's how long it's been since we made these up. We've changed our name since then. And I have mine laminated that I keep in my wallet. And for those of you who may have lost your membership card or would like to be issued a new one, I have more of those today if you would like your own membership card if you do not have one. I think the members last year, we didn't have these ready for you guys. So, David, I'm keeping the moderator busy. And I have the welcoming cards here, which I have for Joshua. And David, give each member a hug as you give them. Brenda. Daniel. So today, after the service and at the picnic, everyone needs to hug every one of these 7 new members, okay? Make sure you get, each one is issued a hug. And a round of applause, I think that does it. Thank you. So the title of this first selection is Spring Has Now Unwrapped Flowers. And we're using the old Unitarian hymn books from the early 1960s. And the tune is a tune that you'll recognize from a different holiday. Okay, Jess, Joshua, and Teddy, meet me down front in the far right corner. And everyone else, have your books ready for number 714. And read ahead on that. And if you'd like to participate in this child dedication, read 714 and participate when I give you the cue. Well, isn't this exciting? We also have a new font here from the Congregational Church that was given to us from High Street. It's made its journey down the street, and we have never used it. Today, for child dedication and blessing of the flowers later, is the first time we've used the font. So how old was Teddy when you guys first moved to Holton and came to a Unitarian service last summer? 2 months old. Okay. How old is Teddy now? 10 months old. So, you can say Teddy has been attending the Unitarian Universalist Church here in Holton most of his life. So, this is a special, every time Teddy and the family walk in the door, smiles just come across people's face. They have young energy, and especially Teddy's energy and smile in the service, coffee hour. It's a transformative, amazing delight to have children and families as part of our mix, demographics here in New Orleans. So we're going to make this quick. So I'm not sure. So, what I'm going to do, with Joshua, if you would hold Boely, we're going to do a little light sprinkle. This is the holy water that comes from the Unitarian water ceremony in the fall. So we're using it today in the font. And just a light sprinkling. The water's a little cold this morning. And we give this blessing to welcome and join Teddy in his young life to participate here. This is a blessing from the parents, for Jess and Joshua. I'm not going to sprinkle you guys. And you're going to get Teddy's feet. Get a full top to bottom blessing. And in 714, there's a reading. And we are going to adopt Teddy into our congregation, give him a blessing and a welcome to you who hold him. We're blessing the whole family. So I'm going to start with the bowl, if you join me in your chalice. It is our faith that each child born is one more redeemer in the world.
By this service and dedication, we commit ourselves to the nurture of the child.
Are you ready to dedicate yourselves to young Teddy?
We are prepared. We are dedicated our minds and hearts to this child to this service.
Will you strive to love and cherish them in times of struggle as well as gladness?
We will love and cherish them always.
We acknowledge the divine spark within each child, and especially Teddy.
May he be
We're going to need a photo op after the service today, so please, if you have phones, we'll do a lot of that today to capture some of what's going on here today. Our offering, again, we're going to put Dan to work as one of our newest members and our usher for today. Pishka's on the back table. If you need to get up and stretch your legs, collection for local need and needs within our congregation. You'll find a Pishka this morning on the back table, as well as the building and grounds donation jar. And we're going to circulate the plate in case you do not want to get up. And Dale is playing our offertory this morning. Let us give with hearts of gladness. Good thing she brought her track shoes. She literally did. We were parked by the organ. Nick has a second number for us.
This is Frühlingsblaue by Franz Schubert, text by Kuhn. The translation: Funky breezes are awakened. They stir and whisper day and night, everywhere creative. Oh, fresh scents, oh, new sounds. Now, poor heart, do not be afraid. Now all must change. The world grows fairer each day. We cannot know what still is to come. The flowering knows no end. The deepest, most distant valley is in flower. Now, poor heart, forget your torment. Now all must change.
Before I start this morning's homily, I'd like to say up front that it's a short one. Please do not apply. We are packed a lot into today's service, so I'll keep my comments brief and mostly to the point. The title of the talk is 100 Years of Flowers, and involves references to the 100-year anniversary of the UU Flower Communion, meatballs, miracles, our cookout, and a renewed sense of belongingness here at UU Holton. First, meatballs. This is a lemony snippet quote from the book A Carnivorous Carnival, and a theory about what meatballs and miracles have in common. Miracles are like meatballs, because nobody can exactly agree on what they are made of, where they come from, and how often they should appear. We're having a cookout today after service, and like many of our potlucks here, a crock pot full of meatballs is not an unusual occurrence. Every time they appear, it's a special happenstance, no matter what they are made of or what kind of sauce. Perhaps some meatballs will show up later today. Flowers are also a welcome variation of miracle, especially this time of year. This is one reason our traditional flower ritual service is in the first week of June. After a long, colorless winter, June is busting out all over with blooms, buds, colors, and flowers. And as you may have noticed, this is the centennial anniversary of the first flower communion that was held at the Unitarian Church in Prague, Czechoslovakia, in June of 1923. Reverend Norbert Chopek wrote and officiated the service, and it continues today in most UU churches worldwide in June, in recognition of our diversity and unity as a religious community and our common bond with nature and all of humanity. In 1923, the people of Prague were still struggling to recover from the aftermath of World War I. And this service was designed to be an inclusive and restorative experience for those seeking community and a sense of belongingness. The 100th anniversary of Flower Communion coincides nicely with our year-long theme here at UU Holton on belonging and sense of community. Welcoming now 7 new members today. 7 new members last year on Flower Communion, if you happen to be here. And a child dedication today with little Teddy. These are special markers that highlight our lives together, spent together in this place. What I'd like to do is read a Flower Communion prayer this morning, written by Norbert Chopek. In the name of Providence, which implants in the seed the future of the flower, and in our hearts a longing for people to live in harmony, in the name of the highest, in whom we move and who makes the mother and father, the brother and sister, lover and loner what they are. In the name of sages and great religious leaders who sacrificed their lives to hasten the coming of this age of mutual respect, let us renew our resolution this morning, sincerely, to be real brothers and sisters, regardless of any kind of bar which estranges us from each other. In this holy resolve, may we be strengthened, knowing that we are God's family, that one Spirit, the Spirit of love, unites us, and endeavor for a more perfect and more joyful life. Amen. All of these small miracles move like a light breeze in the warm spring air, carrying hints of what could happen next. We don't know, of course, but miracles don't need to be explained. We just remain open to their possibilities and the new that hasn't occurred as of yet, but will. And do this together. On this Flower Communion Sunday, we embrace flowers and we look to each other and we see just what we need to see. It doesn't need to be perfect. We can each be as we are. We are a miracle in just that. And that is the community of us all, and we abide in the moment and in this day as one. Let's see what happens next. Blessed are the poor. If this is your first flower communion ritual or service, I will guide you through this. This was put together by my predecessor and I, Reverend Martha Newman. It says, his congregation is made up of many individuals contributing in many ways. As no two flowers are alike, so no two people are alike. Yet everyone, being unique, giving as you do, make up the bouquet of this congregation. By exchanging flowers, we signify that we walk together in search of truth, disregarding that which divides. Let these flowers be our sadness and our joy, our troubles and our good times, our moments of despair and our laughter. Let them be the wonder and mystery of this one life we all share. And this is a prayer by Martha. We have brought these flowers this morning on the altar as symbols of our gathered humanity. Now let us share, each taking away a different flower than we brought as a symbol of our shared life and of our hope and of our trust in each other. May we be steady in the ways of peace and gentleness like a little flower. So we are now going to bless the flowers. Peace and gentleness like a little flower. Peace and gentleness like a little flower. May these flowers bless each of us. I know I'm getting you wet, Nancy. You're getting blessing others as well as flowers. Peace and gentleness like a little flower. So Nancy is going to make her way around the sanctuary as Dale plays some music. And just select one of these flowers. You cannot select the same flower that you brought. Only stipulation. And this is a contemplative. It may take a while to get all the way around, but use this space to sit with your flower. It's been blessed, and the flower is seeking to bless you as you sit with it. In our group this morning, that collected flowers, energy, bless you. grew out there, smiling little colorful flowers. I got a few pictures, and I gotta warn you. Yes, thank you for coming to today's service and participating. The benediction. And now may we leave this place with simple wonder in our hearts and a flower in our hands. The world lies before us and awaits the joy of our living. Thank you all. It's a lot of great noise in today's service. I want to thank Gail for playing the organ, piano, assisting in rituals. Thank Christoph for doing the camera work for us in today's service. Thank all of the members for helping out for today's service. And so Donna, do we have the bubble machine ready? Or is that going to the party?
That's going to the party.
It's at the farm. It's at the garden.
Okay. So there'll be bubble blowing, it looks like, at the Blocker Farm. Address is 1124 Chalice Road, and Mary said it's roughly 7.6 miles from the traffic light heading towards Hutchinson. You'll be on your left, you'll see balloons. And you'll see a large white metallic barn on the left. Can't miss it. So you can head that direction. We'll see you when you get there. We'll be there most of the afternoon. I think that covers it for logistics. There is coffee if you need a warm-up here to hit the road. Especially if you have one of those new travel mugs, fill it up and head down to the Blockers. Donna?
Bertrand starts at 1.
Yeah.
Bertrand starts at 1.
Oh, and it was music.
Yeah.
At 1 o'clock, Bertrand Lawrence will be starting his concert. So there's lots going on at the Blockers this afternoon.
Hey Dave,
Mayor?
Yes.
can you take a picture with all our flowers up from where you're standing?
Oh, yes.
Once you get on the spot, okay, yes.
Okay, can we hold the
That's a great
flower?
idea. Oh, wow. Second one. Okay.
Curious idea.
Dale has a loud postlude, it's quick, but again, just listen as we go out.
One more quick thing. If anybody needs a ride, I'm gladly take
We have a few
4
extra
people. We have
seats.
few extra seats. Also, if you want more personal directions, I can show you individually. And Mary already left because they're going to be ready immediately as soon as you've had some coffee here. So Bertrand starts at 1, but Mary says she's ready right away.
There should be plenty of parking at Marion areas, but
Yeah.
if you need additional parking, the neighbors next door, Christoph also has space.
Thank you all. Music.
tuning in today. If you'd like to show your support, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel if you're not already subscribed, and help us out by sharing this message by clicking the share button. If you'd like to make a monetary donation to you, Church Holton, there is a link to our online donations in the video description down below. And again, thank you so much and have a blessed day.